Good morning, hello! Let's see if the microphone works today. I unplugged it and replugged it in right before we started. So I'm hoping that that means it's not peaking or doing weird things. Maybe? Possibly? It's working? Yes! Okay, well that's good. I've also got myself a nice cup of tea. We've got the music going on, which we're experimenting with. I've got, basically I signed up for a 30-day trial of, what is that called? It's pretzel. Earl Grey? Yeah, this is actually Earl Grey tea that I have here. I hope that I didn't overseep it, so it might be a little bit bitter for me. So if you see me like wincing after I drink it, it's because the caffeine is overriding the desire to drink bitter tea. Imazdrin, hello, good morning. Oh, it's time for a quack too. So let's see if quack works. Yeah, we got this. We need to talk to Danaka about getting an API for that. That'd be amazing. Anyways, how are you all doing today? It is Tuesday. So not quite halfway through the week, but we can think about that, right? Hello, Asitsu. How are you? Okay, so let's go take a look at our README, our plan. Oh, right, we're working on update. And if I remember correctly, where is this? Where am I thinking of? Where am I going? I want to go back to here. Now I have this edit button that's showing over here. I guess like it's toggling back and forth. That part works. Of course, if I save like in the middle, everything else is sort of like undoes, but that's okay. Nobody will ever use this the way I don't want them to. That's how it's a contract. To use this app, you have to use it the exact way that I say. I don't actually say it out here, but like you have to just know what I'm thinking and then you use it exactly that way. Golden path only. Otherwise, you're kicked off the platform. Oh, I'm sorry, Asitsu. Well, I mean, it sounds like at least you got a good like, you know, perspective on it, maybe? Coffee drinker, hello. I've got my tea. I assume that you have your coffee. It's still a little too hot. Okay, so first of all, I don't want us to have the edit button out here. I want that only to be, oh wait, we are in one of the posts. Never mind. Yeah, I want it to be in like the top post level here. Of course, we could just say design choice. Oh, hey, you know, literally everyone is allowed to edit anything. I mean, considering we have no authentication, so literally anybody can edit anything that they want at any time, that probably just works too. You do have your coffee, nice. Okay, so let's just not worry about that. Let's just say, okay, we're gonna write our thing. When we hit save, I should probably have a cancel button too. Because like, what if we cancel while writing our thing? Let's go into our one post. We'll add a cancel button. Was it one post? No, it was Namzar. Thank you for this subscription. Stacking, good morning. How are you today? Also, Namzar, how are you? Design choice. If you edit a comment, you are fired. Yeah, it's basically that. It's like, okay, there's zero authentication. So if you violate as someone else's, like, you know, privacy or anything else, we kick you off the platform. Awesome. That's great to hear. And thank you again for the subscription. What was your editor name? You asked me before. Yeah, so this editor name is called Helix. It is a command line editor. Think similar to Vim, NeoVim, like, you know, that sort of like style of editors, but it is more like configured for you type thing. Ashkante, hello. How are you? Authentication is just a fancy name for bureaucratic oppression. Yeah, have any of you like looked up or remember the history of like of computers and like authentication and how they didn't have authentication? It's a fascinating sort of like, oh, they didn't even have passwords for login. It was just username on Unix systems, on mainframes. On mainframes, it was literally like this app. You can just CD into somebody else's home directory and start mucking with their stuff. It was fascinating. They added in authentication because I guess. And then that's why the passwords file was used for plain text passwords. Because why would anybody ever go in and look at somebody else's passwords? A scary incident with Visual Source Safe Microsoft Source Control before they started using CVS SFNGet made me realize that Microsoft at the time wasn't really good at authentication. Oh yeah, the good old Windows 98, ask for a password, then you can hit cancel. I remember being a sysadmin at that time and like wait, no. The other one was I entered in the wrong password and it accepted it and created a new user profile for that or something like that. So like I'm sitting there like as a sysadmin going like, okay, come on. I want to control who's going on to this system. I don't want random users just to be able to like walk up and now have an account. That makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, even password back then was something like your date of birth. It's also hilarious watching all the movies from the 90s or so when they're like breaking passwords. They're doing things like the equivalent of a like a crossword puzzle, like to figure out what their password is. Yeah, they're gonna profile them and figure it out. It's like, oh my gosh, I just found out they had a child that they didn't tell me about, and this is their birthday, and now I know what their password is. Like, okay. Nowadays, it's like we have this advanced AI thing that we just plug into it and then it just cracks their password, but it takes 5 minutes. So, plot. It was a public read, write, file share with some any style text files which described who has access to what. And yeah, that sounds right. Even with passwords back then. Yep, exactly. Okay. I'm rereading the same messages because apparently I'm tired enough to not recognize that. I've seen a funny meme which said something like, choose your hacker name, your favorite color, the password plus the password to your email. Well, I do remember like for a while there was a lot of those like, oh, choose this thing, like, you know, all that stuff, and then the chance of that being your password was actually decently high. And everybody was like, don't answer these questions. They're just trying to profile you to get your password. Oh my god, that Vim setup is sexy. Oh, Mr. Swez, thank you. This is not Vim, this is Helix, but it's very similar to Vim. It has mostly the same controls, although enough different ones that like it even still like every once in a while I get like blah, and if I type too fast, I start doing the wrong things, which is fun. All right, what do I want to do? I wanted to go to, oh, components one post. This one, which has, this has the edit button. So I probably want this to be, to change this, no, let's change this. So search for edit button style and change you to be, we'll call it right style. Oh, Zilby, you're here. Oh, and that's not a helpful camera position. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. All right, so we have right style that goes down left. Okay. Nope, that wasn't saved. That was saved. And then, okay, so here's if props, where's my button here? So we have right style, this button for that, and then I want another one. So I probably want something like, oh right, I think I could just put another button after this. So we'll just do, I don't need a right style on this one. I probably do need an on click on it eventually. We're gonna use, this will be cancel. Something like that, and then that should now show a cancel. Oh, that's that wasn't what I wanted. We should probably put a div in here. That makes you over on the left again, which I did not want, because I want, oh, because I probably want to move this. There. There it goes. Now we have our edit and cancel buttons over here on the right. Oh, the product placement. I wish. I just have like random stuff on my desk over there right now. Some of it's to holding up like random little stuff, and some of it is just like, okay, I wanna, you know, play when I have time. All right, but they're over the board. They're actually physical games, so I can't play with you all. Okay, so this is good. Now cancel, I just want this to go away, right? I just want to like close this and reset. So let's create a event handler for that. I wish that, I guess I might, where am I? I'm in the one post. I'm way too high up. I need to go down here. I wish I like knew a better way of jumping around the file inside of like one component like this. Like when there are a bunch of different functions, that's a lot easier. I can use the symbols thing, but not here. All right, so let's cancel edit button. Let's just cancel edit. Click. Guess we don't care about this event. So if I click the button, we're just canceling. So this is gonna be editing state. I want to set this to set you to false. I am not editing. Okay. So, oh, you need to know, oh, this is it'll know as soon as I use it. So cancel edit on click. Okay, so now the edit is already, okay, so now I can cancel out like that. Of course, right here, this doesn't do anything. And then when I edit, I probably want to make this becomes a save. And that's probably like different buttons that I want. Are they different buttons? They're not. I just literally call them different things. Which is why they're always there. I probably want to do another if statement here. So this will be if our editing state. Okay, so if we are editing, then I want I don't need, okay, so I don't need this entire if statement. I don't know what I was thinking of there. This is literally just going to be save. And then this should be like a save button unclick. So edit, save, unclick. Oh, let's keep the same pattern. We'll do save edit on click, cancel edit on click, and then I need then you become a edit on click. So those things don't really exist or have the wrong name, so we need to do those. Namzar, have a good sprint retro. Good luck, and I guess have fun. And have a great rest of the day. And also, thank you again for the subscription. Okay, so we need a save edit on click. So this is going to handle the save stuff. So right now, I guess they're going to be pretty close to this. This is going to, right now, just mark it to be false, and that's it. And that's okay. And then edit on click is going to be that first one. Which then this should set it to be true. Okay, so your edit on click, your cancel edit, use of move value. Oh. Oh, yeah, wait. I didn't need both of these. I don't need these anymore. Okay. Ooh, wait, what was... Is that new? I don't think I've seen the build failure error before. Okay, so we're starting off with save. That's not right. Okay, so if we're else, you should be not save. You should be edit. I edit you, you pop up, and now I can save and cancel. Regardless, right now, it just closes that. Okay, cool. So then I want to grab the, let's see. Okay, so on save, I want to also grab the content of the text. So we're on one post. Now we have, let's see. I have the post, disable navigation. We have the post, so I probably want to emit out that we're saving it. So pub, edit, like edit post. Oh no, I think on. So on edit. Callback from. No, this can be a callback with an attribute value. And let's do that. Okay, so now on save, we have now I need access to this thing, don't I? Which I do not have. So like this one, I would really love if I don't have to like go to it to see. So this is on change. Like these are not fun. Okay, so there's so many of them. I wonder how this is gonna work. Oh wait, there's a way to go back in a buffer. Where's the previous buffer? Next buffer, previous buffer. P? Yeah, okay, that works. So I need like an on change here. Oh, but this is in one state, so we're good to go. This is going to be the update, the edit state, the edit content state. Then I want to pass and edit content state into okay, here's our text area. So this is on change. Oh no, wait, that's not gonna work. We need the event call handler here. So this is gonna be the edit content change. Is that not where you are? Unexpected token, comma. Where did I put a comma? Oh, wait. I put this all inside of a single value. That's a mistake. Oops. Oops. Okay. No, not there. There. That makes it happier. Okay, so now as we update the BB text area, this should just set to be whatever that is. Then when we save it, now we can emit out on edit. So save on click, we're going to editing state false, but before that, we can do on edit, emit. Oh, cannot move out of dereference. Okay, fine. So that's deref and then clone. I don't really know why they didn't make the attribute value a copy type. Maybe they couldn't make it a copy type, but like that would be so much easier for us because it's like free to copy, free to clone anyways, or at least extremely cheap. Of the two options, it's the best. So we might as well do it so we don't have to put clones everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, so this emits out. So on save edit on click, so wherever one post is being used, we can now do that. So pages, where do I want to do this? Moomy, hello. How are you doing today? So let's come back to one post and actually let's see. Where are you? Okay, so this is in pages one post. So I'm using you there. Okay, yeah, so BB post is here. And then I have my responses. This is in one post, we have that. And then components all posts, we have that too. So because I have these in two places, I want to do a little bit of consolidating if I can here. I didn't look at it. No, I got distracted by what is it called? Evolutionary coding, genetic coding. In order to like help solve some of the things from coding game, but like it's really just an excuse to look at it because I like the idea of learning that, and I also have some plans for using that I think would be fun to look at from a stream perspective too. So those are all like on my radar right now. What I might do, I don't know if I don't have time to do it on stream right now, but maybe I could take a look at coding game on just off time, like after hours, and we can do something in Discord about it, and sort of like just show off where we're going. Like we can just chat about it and figure it out. See how far we can get. That'd be fun. Let me write that down. So, let's see what coding game fall challenge in Discord. Okay, so I have that as a thing to look into now. Okay, so here I have components all pose here. Albert, hello. How are you doing today? Now, a tree view in the web app would be really nice, but we don't have that. Something like any of the dev tools that you get with the modern front-end frameworks would allow you to sort of see a tree of like dependencies and how all the components are being used together. You don't really get that here. So we can see our one post is being used by all posts. Now, all posts, I believe. Okay, so we have one post here. So that says in pages one post. So that's a root level page. Which is going to end up being two things, isn't it? It's going to be two things because all posts is on wait, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's what I wanted. All posts is straight to home. Home is using all posts. So two different pages, which is a bit unfortunate, but and I don't think that I'm allowed to emit out. Is that true? So I don't think I can emit up out of oh, I can't emit out here, but I can kind of almost emit out. We can do a little bit of tricky shenanigans here. Jasoris, hello. How are you doing today? This is the first time we've heard of you. It's a nice front end framework for Rust, and it's very similar to React, but it's also got, like, you know, the fun strong typing system and the borrow checker. So if that all sounds great to you, you might love Vue. Can anybody recommend a TUI framework for Rust? Not yet. I haven't tried any of the other ones. I'm waiting for Anathema to become like fully ready to go, or at least released in some way. And then we're gonna try it out, and we'll see how that goes. You get into some WebAssembly stuff, yeah. Yeah, it does. So basically I get to write Rust code here, and I don't need to worry about, I guess, like, okay, hold on. I've been drinking caffeine, but it's not been helping too much. My words are getting jumbled. You can write all the Rust code and no JavaScript, which is a little lie. Like in real applications, I found that you do need a little bit of JavaScript. At least a little bit of JavaScript helps an immense amount of like Rust code that's just horrible. But for the most part, you're writing Rust code that compiles into WebAssembly, that ships off to the front end, and then it runs on your browser. And the only negative is that the bundle size is really friggin' huge. Because WebAssembly is still in progress, and there's some things that are going to happen to it in the future that are going to make it much better. But until then, it's one of those things where it's like really good for applications, not really great for just like a static site, unless that static site is really small. Like you can somehow manage to keep the bundle size way down. Or if speed of execution is absolutely essential and you also want a framework. Basically, with you, I get the trade-off is the bundle size is the really worst part. The speed matches React of execution, but I also get all the type safety, which is like that's a huge thing. That can actually be a pretty big benefit to this. Okay. We're just going to do this twice, which is not ideal. In the real world app, I would probably figure out or use agents or something like that to send a message to a single place, which then do a request for that. But I'm not going to do that here. So, we have in pages, we have home and one post, and those are the two places where we're doing this. So we need to, off of one post, we need to capture the edit and then do something with it. So I guess right away we'll just capture it and then print it out, console it out. So on post edit, so this is going to be the edited. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We probably need to pass more than. Let's just start with the event. Now, this is starting as just an attribute value here. On post edit. Okay, so on all posts. Are we emitting out here? We have BB post like this. I mean, I guess at this point in here, we might as well just do the query, shouldn't we? Like wherever BB post is being used. Okay, that's. That. Okay, so in all posts. On post edit. So I did that last time. This is gonna be on edit. Cannot move out of. Oh, right. I have to clone you. Because this is now being used many times. This is also not great. I am passing in a single event handler multiple times. I should probably do event delegation for this, but we don't have that many. It should be fine. The problem, of course, right now is I don't actually know what edit I'm doing. So this is gonna be a thing. So in all posts, if we come back to our front page, I click edit. Let's open up our terminal here. Click edit. We say Zilby. Oh, right. We're gonna have to. That doesn't work. If I say click save. Oh, yeah. Nothing's working anymore. Great. I broke it. All right. So, well, I mean, at least the edit button works. So yeah, this thing we need to update. I need to update and send down the what is it called? The value. That just needs to be the updated the value. Okay, so we're gonna keep this. You're gonna be happy. We're gonna go back to BB post. So we have the editing state, that's true or false. We have the edit content state. That's the actual text that's being stored in the text area. Right now, what I need to do is set the initial value for this to not be a default like that. You need to be from. I want to set it to whatever this is, right? So like, whenever this changes, so whenever our on edit changes, the changes here. Now, do I need to use effect with? The use effect, okay, so I want to refresh and basically reload that component whenever the edit thing changes. I think I do. So we'll keep that as default. So we start with nothing. Then we're going to want to use a use effect. Use effect with our dependencies is going to be this props post text. Let's just clone you in there. This will now be the props text. I want to clone in move that in here, and then we'll do edit content state. We're going to set you to be the props text, and then we don't have anything to return right now. Wait, do you not need to be moved in because you're just going to give me a reference anyways? Right, then I want to... Oh, cannot move out of shared reference. Okay, so maybe I do need a clone. Okay, I can't move you out there, so I'll just clone you in here. If it was a copy type, that would have worked. Okay, so that should set it to be the default, like whatever that is at the beginning. And then I need whenever this changes, so on change, we update you, which we have that here. And then my value needs to stop becoming just what the properties are. And this becomes the edit content state. Count Trout. Hello, how are you doing today? All right, so you should now work. So now I should be able to edit you and then add things in. Great, and then when I hit save, nothing happens. Am I doing anything with this? I am emitting out. Okay, so when I save the button, okay, so when I click save, and on the save, on click, save, edit, on click. Save, edit, on click. On edit, emit, edit content state. So whatever I have in there, we emit out, and also we're no longer editing. Okay. That should be fine. Where's my other code? Let's do this. Let's all, yeah, okay, so home has all posts. So I go to all posts. Oh no, I'm on one post again. That's the problem. I'm gonna go back here. Oh, haha. When I click on edit, oh no, event bubbling happens. Okay, hold on. Edit. Edit. On post edit. I need to, not on all posts, on one post. Edit on click. I need to take this event. It is a mouse event. The very first thing we're going to do, prevent the default behavior. Stop the propagation. No, wait, is it prevent default, or is it event dot, oh, stop propagation? Maybe that's what it is. That's it. Got it. Let's see. You're doing good. Awesome. We're making a very simple, basic X Twitter clone with U, which is a front-end framework written in Rust. So basically, it allows us to write web code in WebAssembly. And in this specific case, for this app, we don't need to write any JavaScript whatsoever. In a normal app, you probably need to write a little bit of glue code, or like at least a little tiny bit of JavaScript, but certainly the vast majority would be in Rust, which is really cool. And the entire framework is based on React. So if you're familiar with React, you're pretty much familiar with the patterns and like how to use U, which is also, I think, a really nice thing. Because it means you only need to learn one thing if you're trying to get into coding in WebAssembly on what is it called? Web. Oh, you code JS for Discord bots. Yeah, that's you generally need less front end for that. I mean, you can do Discord bots in Rust too. That all works. Oh, look at that. Okay, hold on. When I click into here, that takes me to the one post. Oh no. So, How do I want to handle this? Because like when I click on save, that's going to take me in there too. Like either I have to move the buttons outside of this, but that doesn't seem like it's going to work. Oh, what am I using to code? The editor that I'm using is called Helix. It's very similar to like NeoVim or Vim. So it's all in the command line. And I get, and I guess the multiple pane windows, that's Zellige. So it's like multiple technologies sort of together. Now, the original plan was to actually not allow me to edit on the main page, but to only edit here, which I think that might be okay. We could just like go back to that and just say like, okay, which in that case, I just want to hide the edit button on the main page, which means that in one post, I want to say like a pub can edit or something like that. Which will be a Boolean. And then we'll say prop or default. So can edit is false by default, so we can mark it if it's true. And then down here, here's our edit button. So then, probably else if props dot can edit, if that's true, then show this, else What do I put in else for this? I can just do like an empty tag, like a fragment. Will that actually display anything? I should probably do an option. So if I'm doing an option, then I need to turn HTML for this. Nick McPhee, hello. How are you doing today? Thanks for interest in evolutionary competition on the Unhindered by Coding Discord. Well, thanks. Yeah, Sitsu recommended the Discord, so jumping in there, and my afternoon streams have been jumping into evolutionary coding, which we got it to do to guess a string, so that was good. Yeah, I'm doing two different things. So morning stream is like web dev, like, you know, more serious businessy type things, and then the afternoon stream is fun time, which in this case, fun for me means learning evolutionary coding, which is probably not the same definition of fun as a lot of other people have, because like previously we were playing games with coding, which probably also is not the same definition of fun that other people have, but I am maybe slightly deranged in that way. So to me, that is a lot of fun. So what tools, frameworks am I using for the EC work? None so far. It's yeah, none. If you want to take a look at the code that I have, this was it. Yep, building it from scratch. You're right, absolutely the best way. And so today, this afternoon, we're going to be working on transfer. Nick, you're the what's your username on Discord? It's you're the runner of it, right? It's yours. Yeah, okay. I forgot what your actual name on there is. I'm looking it up right now. Also, I love your Discord image. That's great. Oh, it actually is just Nick. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was something else. I think I got confused by other people on there. But yeah, okay. McFixie on pretty much everything. So yeah, I know you're an educator and a teacher, and so I do a lot of that stuff too. So the plan is to increase my understanding and get like higher on the Bloom's taxonomy. We're going to do some transfer work by rebuilding it, but in a different domain, and see how that works. Counter, my username is Brookzerker. So you'll see me in most places as Brookzerker online. And also, yeah, Rust, 100%. Absolutely. So of course, the desire to get into all this genetic stuff is purely to is purely for fun type things. I want to make some games and then teach like the computer to play them. And then using genetic you watching the videos of like other people who have built those have always been like really fun to watch, and I've always hated that like nobody shows off how they really make it. So I wanted to do that. You want me to code a game in Pygame? I don't know if I will. Like I'm too, I don't know, that might be too frustrating for other people to watch. Really, I love Rust so much. I will probably use GGEZ though, which is not dissimilar to Pygame from what I understand. So Nick, the answer, there's an easy solution to this, and it's what I did when I was teaching. No more homework. That's it. Just remove homework. I also enjoyed not working for like a university or college or something like that. Private education has its benefits and negatives. All right. So what were we doing? Oh, right. If we can edit, else if this. I'm really curious. Will that work? Will that? Cool. Okay, that works. So now the edit button is gone. That's great. So if I come here, the edit button is still gone. And that's because now we need to go to where we have like all posts. And then I think it's like can edit. So BB post. Can edit. True. Wait. All post. No, I'm literally not doing an all post. I'm doing this on one post. And I forgot how I was doing, how it works again. It's, can edit all one word. So in pages one post. Okay, this is gonna be much better. I like this already more. So we're gonna do, where is my BB post? Can edit true. So you can edit here. So now these will show up. Oh, right. Okay, nice. Now we can only edit this one, and I can't even edit those, which is great. I like it. So top levels only responses you can't edit. That's fine. Nobody wants to be able to edit those anyways. All responses are perfect. Okay, so when I save that, obviously nothing happened, so we need to fix that now. So we have BB post. Okay, so we want to have, what is it called? On edit. So let on edit. We have, this is gonna be the edited text, which is gonna be an attribute value. We're just gonna glue console log this. And then that, we're just gonna hand it the edited text to string. What is it? On edit? Boom. With the more exclamation points. So we get that out. Excellent. All right, let's see. What did I miss? Sadly, I already assigned the work, so I should grade it, and it's been a year since I touched the use project. You'd like to return it at some time, maybe next semester. Yeah. I don't have enough education, like, you know, people that are like either actively teaching or are super into education. So it'd be fun to just try to like chat about educational theory with you too. Cause like I have some of my friends over here, and then when we get together, that's usually all we talk about because we're just geeks about education. I should code CoffeeScript. You don't know what it does. Oh, you mean like the actual language CoffeeScript? I use that in production back in the day. Okay, out of curiosity, show of hands, who remembers CoffeeScript and who used it back in the day?
Okay, I found this
no,
on the web. For
that's not.
who remembers CoffeeScript and who...
You shut up. I need to turn you off. Stop listening to me. CoffeeScript. Nobody needs CoffeeScript anymore, too. Used on a production research project with a biologist years ago. Yeah, it would have to be years ago because there's no purpose for CoffeeScript anymore. It's a dead language now. You were too cool for CoffeeScript. LiveScript was, oh, I remember LiveScript. Oh, and then everybody went to CoffeeScript, and then TypeScript is so much better. Well, of course, but back then TypeScript didn't exist. What is CoffeeScript? Okay, so back in the day, before JavaScript 5 came out, so it was JavaScript 3 because we skipped 4. We skipped Harmony because of reasons. There was like JavaScript wasn't being updated. It was just taking forever. And so CoffeeScript came out, and CoffeeScript implemented all sorts of things that we'd be familiar with now. But if I were to describe it to you back then, it'd be blowing your mind. It'd be like, what the heck? What? You could do that? So like it introduced fat arrow functions. It introduced string interpolating, introduced like string templating, all sorts of like fun little things that we now have in just the language. And CoffeeScript died the most honorable death a language can possibly die. The primary language that CoffeeScript would go to was JavaScript, right? Like you write CoffeeScript, compile it to JavaScript, and then there you go. All of the good parts of CoffeeScript that they added in that everybody loved it for got integrated into JavaScript with like ECMAScript 6 and plus. And so therefore, as soon as that happened, CoffeeScript was dead. But it died the honorable death of like having all of like of basically the community saying, we love this, can you please just make it so we don't have to like compile to a different language to use it. So there's no reason for CoffeeScript anymore. And there is a question whether or not that might eventually happen to TypeScript too. You're gonna go code your Discord bot in CoffeeScript if possible. Okay. I wonder if the compilers still work. They would have to. Okay, let's see. So you have on edit on here, and so now I want to. Okay, we know what the ID is because we have the ID of the post. So I need now. Okay, we're gonna go to the API, and we don't have an edit, so let's add that in. So edit post. So we'll take in the ID and we'll take in the text, the post text attribute value, results of that, because I don't really care. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I guess, let's see, what do we want to do? We want to do URL, create a URL. One post ID. Okay, so we do that. And I guess we just make the request. So do I even care about this? I don't know if I do. I think we just let this fly. So we're just gonna do a GlueNet HTTP request. I think it was a patch. Oh, and we need to send just the text. Do I have a struct with the text? I probably don't. Let's just create an update post. And I want this to serialize. I don't need the ID, we just need the text. And text is going to be a string. And that's it. That's all I really care about. Okay, so you take in the URL. So it's going to be our URL. We are going to add in JSON, which is going to be this update post. We're going to have our text, which is going to be the post text. To string that. Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention to chat. I saw you started posting in Discord. All right, what happened? Yeah, I turned off links because there's a bunch of links that somebody... Oh, main.coffee. Oh, of course I thought that was a link. I'm sorry about that. I'll mute you for 600 seconds. Hold on. That's 5 minutes. How long ago was that? It timed you out. I think I can fix this. Unmute. Untimeout. That. Okay, you're untimed out on Twitch. And yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah, we've had people come in here and just like spam really bad links before, and so therefore I decided to just ban links, and then we whitelist a bunch of them. But like sometimes it thinks that things are links when they're not really. So yeah, just don't use a dot in stuff. or like put a space in there or something else. And or if it's code, Discord is the perfect place for that, because Discord, you can actually format it as code too, which is nice. All right. So anyways, what are we working on? We're doing this. Okay, so edit post, we send you that, you get a result. So we question mark you, then we send, we await, we question mark you again. And that's it. I don't really care about anything else. And then if you get to this point, you were successful. Congratulations. We return okay. What are you upset about? Expected. Oh, it wants this to be a reference. Okay, fine. So we'll create it and reference it immediately. And that will go out of scope at the bottom of here, but it's already sent out. So we're good to go. Okay, so now edit post. Back to one post here. Not pages one post. To components one post. Oh, Zilby, you're done? Okay, bye. Where did I put this? It's not really helpful. I should use the jump thing a little bit more often. Okay, so edit on click, save on click, unchange. Wait, save. Yeah, okay, here's the save. So then we have you. Now I want to update the current thing in state. I want to update the current thing in state. Oh, I just remembered. Count route. If you really want to look at something that uses CoffeeScript, like an actual real project, and maybe like play around with it, check out Atom, the code editor Atom. That came before VS Code. That was the most popular editor, maybe outside of Sublime Text at the time, and then was replaced by VS Code essentially. That was 100% written in CoffeeScript at one point in time. They started moving away from it, but I don't think they ever finished. So that could be a fun project to go take a look at it. It's open source too. And it was made by GitHub. Do I want to not do this as a callback from? I think I want to do this as like a, we need to use state. Do I have the dispatch? I don't. So we have our state, our dispatch. Okay. Now I have my dispatch. Okay, so edit on click, cancel, edit on change. Wait, this is wrong. Where's my save? Here it is, save. Oh, you miss using Atom? You like the customability? Yeah, Atom and VS Code are very, very, very similar, but there's some like very minor differences that just make it. That was so nice. That was really nice. Okay, so dispatch clone. Okay, so I want to dispatch. We want to reduce, mute, callback, future, callback with Yes, with the event. Okay. So then we'll take in the state and the event. We have to do the entire box. Let's see. Okay, we know this is a mouse event. Oh, and we don't really care about this, do we? Just do like that. Okay, so then we're gonna here, and then we box pin, and then we do an async move block. Okay. Async move block. Okay, and then all right, so now we have access to our state, and we can just update it and just do whatever we want with it. It'll be great. So the first thing to do would be we want to use our API call. So we're gonna match API update post. No. Edit post. Our ID. You should copy in here. Okay, so we should have the ID. What was the other thing? Oh, it was the post text. So that it's going to be the edit content state. Okay, so you're right here. I need to move you into here. You move into here, so now I can edit content state, deref phone. We'll await. Okay, so we get, it's either okay, and I don't really care about you, you're just nothing, and then I'll just handle you later, or we have an error. And so if we do have an error, I want to blue console error out. This is what error updating post. To string that, and then we're essentially just doing nothing here. Nope. We're essentially doing nothing there. So if we're okay, I have this edit content state. What I want to do is I want to go tell the store, hey, we've edited you. The code still works. Nice. One of the nice things about one of the reasons why people also used CoffeeScript was the compiler for it, or the transpiler for it, was really good at writing good JavaScript. Like, I remember one person that I worked with said he didn't like to use CoffeeScript because whenever he looked at the output of CoffeeScript, the JavaScript that it created, it looked so much better than his own code that it made him feel bad. Which is hilarious. Okay, let's see. So we have, okay, we do this thing, blah, blah. What do I want to do? I want to do something with this. I want to update the text. Oh, I want to update the text of the post in the store for this ID. We know it's a top level one. So, okay, this is perfect. So yeah, see, we just like, everything is so much nicer when you just have the business decision of like just not doing complex things. Like, hey, let's update children posts. Like, no, you can't update children posts. That's forever. However, if you update a top level post, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. We like you. You're first class. Okay, so you update the top level post, you're all fine, everything's good here. I don't need to return anything, so we're just gonna say we need to first find the post. So if let sum, and I don't need to do an if let sum because we may not find it. So we'll just do a let sum post equals self.posts. An iter mute. We will find no assigning. Okay, otherwise do an early return. We're okay. All right. So there we go. Okay, so now we have this let sum. So now we have the post. We know we have the post, and it's a mute post. So we can just do post.text is equal to the new text. And that's it. That's all I care about. All right, back to here. Let's do. So I'm gonna do go to previous. Yeah. That takes me to here. Is that right? No. Go to next. Go to next. I don't think I understand the order of the buffers. Okay, so if we're okay, I want to now update the post. So we're going to do, we have our state. So we're going to do state dot update top level post. We're going to pass it the edit content state, deref, clone you. And then the ID, it's going to be the ID. And that's it. So that should update that. We have an error. No field ID. Wait, props doesn't have an ID? Oh, but I have post. I have post. Okay, so hold on. It's props.post.id. That's what I want. Okay, cool. That should work now. CoffeeScript made my JS code look so good. I would just not use this in a business sense. Like, don't like, you know, do all your code in that and then hope that it passes I guess you could write it in CoffeeScript and then not let them know that you're using it, and then it'll be like, man, your code just suddenly looks so clean and good. Well, that didn't work. No errors. Ooh, okay, so we got a patch. That worked. We got a 204 no content. Okay, that's good. This didn't undo. We wanted to, because we're not using editing state anymore. Well, that would obviously be a problem. Okay, so after okay, we do that. Then I also want to editing state, want to set to false. We're no longer editing. In fact, you know what? We want to do that no matter what. After this match, we're no longer editing. But foul us. False. Okay. You're... Double move. Okay, so basically we just have to move. And then you're happy. Okay, cool. So even more exclamation points. And then if I hit save, bam, there. And if I hit refresh, you're updated. If we go back to the main page, which we don't have a link to, exclamation point. So we can now edit posts. So here, will work. Well, this is misspelled. Let's fix that. Save. Definitely will work. Back to here. Oh, I had multiple will works. I mean, that one's fixed. Cool. Okay, so we now have the ability to edit posts. Let's go ahead and clean that up. And pretty much on time too. What am I doing? I'm doing that. We're just not using that variable. Is that it? Is that the only warning? Oh, that's beautiful. The only warnings I have in here are just that because I don't have Clippy turned on right now. That's why. All right, so let's close it. Get this, get commit. Oh, before one more thing, and a README. Let's update you. I really hate that I sometimes forget to do this, and then like the next commit has that because I never remember the right commands to edit a commit and add something in, and so I just never do it. Okay, there we go. So this is what we can now edit a top level post. Okay, push that out. I mean, you can give me a challenge, but I reserve the right to decide if I'm going to do it. If in VS Code, why would I have to use VS Code? I don't know. I'm leaning less towards it now. Mostly because I just don't want to open VS Code. Let's see, that's pushed. But what's the challenge? By the way, here is the code that we just worked on. So if you want to take a look at it, here it is. Code my Discord bot with 5 working commands, and you can use any language. I mean, yeah, I don't have time for that, unfortunately. That does sound fun, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. So that being said, like maybe sometime in the future I'll have time for that. So I see that you're in my my Discord. So when I get to the point, like someday I'm actually going to need to create a Discord bot. When we get to that point, remind me, and we can take a look at your bot at that point in time. But I can't promise when that will be because like there's just so many things that we need to do. Oh, I'm really sorry we can't pet the cat because he'll be left. And it's at the end of the stream, so I can't go get him and bring him back just to end the stream. That'd be boring for you all. So with that, I think we're just gonna go ahead and call it an end. You hear Nightbot is looking for a new job. Now he's been fired for incompetence. Unfortunately, Nightbot is still here. I haven't fired Nightbot. Maybe we can like code a new Nightbot sometime too and just like make that better. But yeah, it's a thing. All right. So let's see. This afternoon, we're going to be doing more evolutionary genetic programming stuff. Is it, what's the better way to call it? Is it genetic programming or is it evolutionary coding? Because I've heard it referenced in two different ways. I don't know if those are two different things or if they're just two ways to say the same thing or if there's like a subtle difference. I don't know enough about it. Anyways, this afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be going live to work on that. Okay, genetic programming is evolving programs. So what I did, is that genetic programming or is that evolutionary computation is general use of evolution to solve problems. Okay, so what I did was evolutionary programming, not genetic programming. Genetic algorithms is evolving bit strings. So would I be correct in stating that it's more genetic if the code itself changes? And evolutionary is just using an algorithm that creates like a bunch of like a population, and then they like mix together, and then you kill half of them, and then that entire thing. That's the evolutionary one, and genetic is more code changes. I don't know. I don't fully understand the terms yet, so I'll get there sometime. I have like a bunch of books that describe it, and I haven't really looked at them very much. Your description of evolution was good. Okay, so I'm doing evolutionary coding. I think I named the password thing wrong, but that's okay. We're gonna start a new project with it tonight. You want the cat pet later when you join live? If Zilby is here this afternoon, I will definitely pet him. How about that? So here, I'm gonna refund your thing right now, and then you can do it again next time. You add selection, choosing some individuals more often than others to be parents. So we have that. We do have that. Grades win now. Yeah, of course, students who pay you money and like, actually want to graduate and do all that stuff. Silly students. I know exactly what it's like. Okay, evolution. I did evolution, not genetic. They should give me the ability to like do like a cross out and just like evolution. But okay. All right. So with that all being said and done, we're done for the morning. As we mentioned, we're going to do some evolutionary coding this afternoon. We're going to be doing a new thing. I know I could edit it, but I'm probably not going to, because this is literally the name of the tutorial that we used. So the tutorial was wrong, I think, in that it was telling us we're doing genetic password guess, but that was wrong. Because we use this tutorial for that, which is not, I guess, not correct, but yeah. Well, I'm putting all these onto YouTube, although they're behind by like a couple weeks, unless you join as a member on YouTube, which I just added in. Or if you go onto Twitch and you just find the VODs, and then those stay up for 2 weeks. All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was fun. We got another feature done, one more feature for our X Twitter clone, and then we'll be moving on to the next morning project. So with that, have a great rest of your day and see you next time. Bye.